In today's show, high-profile crypto strategist says Bitcoin's targeting $50,000 with XRP signaling a potential bull run. That's right. Peter Brandt says Bitcoin appears to be setting up for a big move that will propel the king of crypto to a new all-time high. He tells his 364,000 Twitter followers that he sees Bitcoin ending its multi-year bear market en route to a surge of 400%. Taking a look at his tweet, that is actually where my head is. Massive symmetrical triangle in Bitcoin points to all-time highs, then $50,000. I'll be breaking this down for you here in today's show. Also, record-breaking news for gold, just reached an all-time high above $1,930 per ounce. We're going to be discussing it and how it affects the crypto market. Mike McGlone just did a tweet regarding gold saying this is just the beginning. And then he goes on to share regarding Bitcoin. It's a problem if Bitcoin can't sustain above 10K. This time, there is little excuse for the benchmark crypto asset to not transition 10K resistance into support towards the end of July. In our view, I'll be discussing this here for you in today's show. Also, last night, at like midnight to 1 a.m., I was watching a debate between Peter Schiff, the gold guy, versus Anthony Pompliano, who is pro Bitcoin. It was a very interesting debate. I'll be sharing some of the highlights with you here in today's show. This was a great point that Max Kaiser actually shares, and this is what Peter Schiff will never tell you. Bitcoin equals absolute scarcity, not gold. Here's an interesting fact from World in Science. The world's oceans contain nearly 20 million tons of gold. So is gold truly a finite asset, or is it infinite? And unlike Bitcoin with true scarcity built in, that's the debate we're going to be discussing here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, Ethereum price hits 2020 high. I'm going to be sharing the key reasons why Ethereum is outperforming other altcoins. We're also going to be covering some of the Ethereum 2.0 updates, how it works, why it matters. There's a new 22-page report released specifically on Ethereum 2.0. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin just reached a 6-month high, now above 10,200, inching closer towards that 10.5 resistance. We can see Ethereum up 4% for the day, still surging. Where's the Bitcoin price and Ethereum likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below this video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. High-profile crypto strategist says Bitcoin's targeting $50,000 and that XRP is signaling a potential bull run. So check this out. Veteran trader tells his 364,000 Twitter followers that he sees Bitcoin ending its multi-year bear market en route to a surge of 400%. And as you can tell, Bitcoin just reached a 6-month high. It's about time we touched about 10,300 just a few hours back. We're currently just above that 10,200 support. Taking a look at Peter Brandt's tweet, which is a reply to Tor Demeester, he says, that is actually where my head is. Massive symmetrical triangle in Bitcoin points to all-time highs, then $50,000. And as we all know, last year's high was $14,000, and the all-time high set back in December of 2017 was $20,000 around Christmas time. So what he's saying, he expects Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high of $20,000 or more, and then onwards and upwards towards $50,000. Now, here's a response. I agree that we see $50,000 sometime in the next bull run. Not sure if it stops there. Usually overshoot most expectations. 50K is the minimum. My bigger question is when we will see this surge. And that's an excellent question. I'm actually going to ask you, when do you think Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high? My personal 2 Satoshis, I believe it will happen before the end of this year. And by the end of 2021, I believe Bitcoin will be trading at a 6-digit valuation. And if you really do the math, all we need to do is 10x, meaning move up 1,000% from here. I don't think it's so far-fetched considering Bitcoin soared over 4,000%, preceding the halving in 2016, right? In the 2012 halving, that's a totally different story. Bitcoin went parabolic over 40,000%. So all we need to do is a fraction of what we've done previously. So history doesn't necessarily need to repeat. All it needs to do is rhyme. That's how effortlessly we can move on up to 100,000. I'm saying it because when Bitcoin hit 1,000, very few people thought it would hit 10,000, let alone 20,000. So all we need to do is 10x again, and we're talking about $100,000 Bitcoin price. Pretty cool, right? Bitcoin briefly climbed above the psychological resistance of $10,000 on Sunday. Peter Brandt also sees the possibility of a long-awaited breakout for XRP. That's right, checking out his XRP tweet. Yep, my XRP, BTC performing a possible inverted head and shoulders bottom. Maybe Ripple Labs, the bag holder, will be able to pull a cat out of the bag. That's because they do own massive bags, interestingly enough. Now, XRP is the worst performing crypto asset in the top of the crypto market, interestingly enough. And as we're starting to witness, many of these altcoins break out. So Peter Brandt, as you can tell, he's also pretty bullish on XRP and expecting a breakout sometime soon. Now, another closely followed crypto analyst who goes by the name of the Crypto Dog tells his 203,000 Twitter followers that he believes the XRP/BTC pair is on the cusp of a new uptrend. Taking a look at his tweet here on crypto Twitter, this is literally the very beginning for XRP. Let it ride. And if you remember, back in December of 2017 or early January of 2018, XRP reached an all-time high of almost $4. If I'm not mistaken, it was like $3.85, and it was the best performing crypto asset of that year, lo and behold. And then it ended up on a bearish trajectory, losing the majority of its value, crashing like all the way down to about 10 cents. So right now, many strategists would still consider XRP a bargain, considering, let's take a look at the market right here. It's trading at 21.8 cents, up 0.5% for the day. Ethereum has been absolutely surging. It surged over 30% in the past few days, up 4% for the day, now trading at $323. Now, Elliott Wave analyst Benjamin Blunt, the crypto strategist who accurately called the Bitcoin bottom in 2018, says the fourth largest crypto is poised to rally by over 25% in the near term. Talking about XRP, taking a look at this tweet from Benjamin Blunt's XRP breaking out of month downtrend. Free money, $589 maximalist. So as you can see, he is extremely bullish on XRP. Then he goes on to share, XRP looks like she's going to rip real soon. Smaller bull flag above a larger bull flag breakout. The only explanation is $589 soon. Could you imagine XRP soaring from 20 cents to $589? Now that would be pretty epic to say the least. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish on XRP in the comments right down below. But not all analysts are bullish on XRP. Important to keep that in mind. A pseudo-anonymous analyst who goes by the name Bagsy tells his Twitter crew of 46,000 that he believes positive news on the crypto asset will be required to fuel a fresh rally. Taking a look at his tweet here on crypto Twitter, XRP general thoughts. I don't think this pumps without fundamentals, and for now, I don't see anything in the calendar. Personally, I'm waiting for the orange or HTF reclaim of the former floor that led to the bleed out. Bounces are for shorting until proven otherwise. And now taking a look at the overall crypto market, we can see Bitcoin maintaining just above that 10,200 support. We touched about $10,333. Things are still looking extremely bullish. It looks like we're going to be retesting that 10,500 critical resistance. And if we can break above that, we can march on up to 14,000 and then towards new all-time highs for this year. I feel it's inevitable. It's going to happen. The only real question is, when will it happen? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We have Link down 3% for the day, trading at $7.19. Bitcoin Cash and Satoshi Vision both in the green. Go low and behold, they do share the Bitcoin name, and it seems anytime Bitcoin pumps, Satoshi Vision and Bitcoin Cash tend to follow. We have BNB down 2% for the day, trading below $20 at $19.35. Missed Litecoin barely in the red. ADA, which had a nice surge yesterday, back in the red today, down 3%, trading at 14 cents. Cardano has been on a tear, to say the least. Not too long ago, it was like at 7 cents, so it has doubled in recent times here. We have XTZ down 4.8%, trading at $2.90. And checking out some of the top exchange volume, Binance has been killing it with $9 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, up 13% for the day. BitMEX, shout out to Arthur Hayes. BitMEX up a whopping almost 15% for the day with about $3 billion in volume. OKEX down 3% with 1.9 billion in volume, and Hobby Global down 2.8% with 1.7 billion in volume for the day. So gold just reached all-time highs recently of $1,930 plus per ounce. This is breaking news in history in the making. Mike McGlone just tweeted, an endgame for advancing gold prices is far off and unlikely to occur until after there's a period of equities underperformance. Previous highs may stall the rallying store of value for a bit, but unless the lessons of market history have changed, gold's run is just beginning. We're just getting started. A lot of people are hedging against fiat currency right now, a lot of investors, hence why we just recently saw silver reach recent all-time highs, gold reach all-time highs, which are precious metals, and then we have crypto assets, which he tweets about Bitcoin right here. It's a problem if Bitcoin can't sustain above 10,000 this time. There's little excuse for the benchmark crypto asset to not transition that 10,000 resistance into support towards the end of July in our view. So we're poaching the end of July. We're in the end of July right now. So if we can make 10,000 a strong support, we can retest that 10.5 critical resistance and break that. Then from there on out, I feel Bitcoin's going to continue to soar. There's a lot of institutional demand right now. We have companies like the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust purchasing more Bitcoin than is actually being mined. The same with Cash App purchasing tremendous amounts of Bitcoin. We have investors like Paul Tudor Jones, considered one of the most influential of our time, who just allocated 2% of his overall investment portfolio into Bitcoin. The writing is on the wall. We have Visa partnering with cryptocurrency. We have PayPal with a user base of over 300 million users adopting and embracing cryptocurrency. There's just so much to be bullish about right now. We have the hash rate reached a recent all-time high. Max Keiser has went on the record to share many times that the Bitcoin price follows the hash rate. So just another indicator. We have the hash ribbons, and it goes on and on. How could you not be bullish on the king of all crypto right now? If you're not bullish, what am I missing? Let me know in the comments right down below. All right, so last night at midnight to 1 a.m. Eastern time, I was watching a very heated debate between the Bitcoin troll himself, Peter Schiff, who is the gold bug who sells precious metals and has been selling gold for a very long time. And then we have Anthony Pompliano, who is extremely bullish on Bitcoin, obviously, of the Pomp podcast. And it was a very interesting debate, but it got absolutely nowhere. And one of the biggest debate topics was scarcity. Peter Schiff kept bringing up that gold has a finite supply, and Anthony Pompliano, to the contrary, his argument was no, they can just continue to discover more gold. And I found this tweet very interesting from Max Keiser. This is what Peter Schiff never tells you. Bitcoin is absolute scarcity. That's the point Anthony Pompliano was really driving home in the debate. Gold is not. Here's an interesting fact from World in Science. The world's oceans contain nearly 20 million tons of gold. That's an interesting fact. We don't know how much gold the earth has. It may not be finite, right? They may allow us to think there is a very limited supply, and while there may be, they just continuously continue to find more. We know for a fact, based on mathematics, that the Bitcoin maximum supply is 21 million. We know for a fact millions of those Bitcoins are lost forever and will never be recovered. So there is true scarcity. It's not, oh, I hope that the officials or governments are accurate on recording or, how much gold is really in the earth. It's not a mystery. With Bitcoin, there is no mystery. It's solid numbers. It's backed by mathematics. And that's what makes it the greatest scarce asset in the history of all money, right? In the history of all investments, it's the greatest performing investment class in the world. In history, I mean, for Christ's sake, it's gone up over 10 million% in the past decade or 11 years. And another interesting argument that Peter Schiff made, he says if aliens came to Earth, they'd prefer to take gold back to their planet and not Bitcoin. Whereas Anthony Pompliano said, why in the world would they want to carry something so heavy and clunky as gold? Why would they choose that as their preferred method? So Anthony Pompliano was quite convinced that the preferred currency of choice for aliens is Bitcoin. But let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And do you feel that Max Kaiser has a great point that gold may not be a truly scarce asset because the world's oceans contain nearly 20 million tons of it, and we know for a fact the oceans does not contain 20 million Bitcoins. We know for a fact there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation, and that's what makes Bitcoin the true scarce asset of the century and the perfect hedge against inflation and corrupt fiat currency and central banks and money printing and quantitative easing, etc. And I'm sticking to it. All right, and before we break down our next story of the day, Ethereum price hits 2020 high. I'm going to be sharing the key reasons why Ethereum outperforms other altcoins right now in the market. But let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 307 billion with 88 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 61.4%. And taking a look at some of the top gainers within the top 100, we have Elron up a whopping 44% in the DeFi space right here, trading at 2.7 cents. Bancor up 18%, trading at $1.47. FTX token up 10%, trading at $3.41. Bytum up 9%, trading at 9.4 cents. Ethereum Classic up 8%, trading at $7.22. Zcash up 5%, trading at $69. Below that, we have Flexicoin, Ethereum, Aragon, and Bitcoin. And taking a look at some of the top losers within the top 100 in the past day, we have Swipe down about 14%, trading at $1.61. ABBC coin down almost 13%, trading at 16.6 cents. Quant down 11%, trading at $7.16. Block Stack down 10%, trading at 15 cents. The Midas Touch Gold down 9.5%, trading at 3.8 cents. And VeChain, which has also been pretty bullish as of recently, down 7% for the day, trading at 1.6 cents. Below that, we have Compound, Loopring, and Kyber Network. So a lot of DeFi projects have been within the top 10 for losers and gainers as they've been extremely volatile as of recent. And taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are dominating in control, leading with 51 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 51.1% versus 48.8% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 58 in greed. Yesterday was a 55 in greed. Last week a 44 in fear, and last month a 43 in fear. So since the time of the pandemic, we've been stuck in extreme fear and fear. We recently broke out of it, started seeing a little bit neutral. Now we're finally back in greed, which is definitely a good sign. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's talk about Ethereum, shall we? The price of Ethereum has reached a new yearly high at now above $330, surpassing previous high achieved in February of 2020. Three key catalysts are seemingly behind this Ethereum rally. Let's break it down. Since early 2020, the anticipation of Ethereum 2.0, which would enable staking for users, pushed the demand for Ether upwards. Staking allows users to receive incentives when miners are eliminated from the Ethereum network. A proof-of-stake consensus algorithm does not need miners on the protocol. Instead, users with a stake in Ethereum collectively process data and information through staking, and in return, they receive rewards in the form of Ethereum. After the so-called Black Thursday correction on March 13th earlier this year, when Ethereum briefly dropped below $90, could you imagine? Yeah, that's reality. The DeFi market began to expand rapidly when new protocols like Compound introduced their incentive systems. The demand for decentralized finance increased even further, and in May, less than $1 billion was locked into decentralized finance platforms, and as of July 26, more than $3.75 billion is locked across various DeFi protocols. Wow, so yeah, it went up 300%. Not too shabby. As you can see, DeFi is a massive industry. The optimism around DeFi, as well as Ethereum 2.0, eventually led to Ethereum spot and options market setting record high volume and open interest. Since the start of the second quarter, the Ethereum options market has continuously soared to new highs in terms of trading activity. Consequently, it intensified the uptrend of Ethereum in a short period. Now, crypto on-chain market data analysis firm Sentiment says Ethereum broke out of 300 for the 42nd time in history. Holy moly. An upsurge above 350 would be significant, according to researchers, because it only happened 3 times in the past. Sentiment stated in a tweet, "It's clear that Ethereum is sitting in its sweet spot where the most polarization has historically unfolded between the $200 and $300 levels during its 5-year history." And taking a look at their actual tweet here, with Ethereum finally breaking out of its long $200 and $250 daily close range, we're revisiting our historical model that illustrates the amount of time a daily close transition has occurred between psychological support levels and intervals of $50. And it breaks it down right here with this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. Based on technical market structure of Ethereum, some traders said that $308 and even $400 remain as the key short-term resistance levels. Michael van de Poppe, a contributor and full-time trader at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, said in a tweet that Ethereum has increased higher than expected, going a little higher than the plan initially was a month ago, but we're doing fine. Might be on the resistance at the $308 level, but that's basically the final hurdle before $400 plus to me. And there's a lot of analysts out there who are calling $400 or even a $500 Ethereum price, and I'm going to agree. I feel as Bitcoin continues to climb, Ether is going to continue to lead the way for the DeFi market as well. So reason number one, the DeFi market is exploding to new highs. The first and perhaps biggest catalyst of the Ether uptrend in recent months has been the exploding DeFi market. It's been no secret. Since May, the total value locked in DeFi protocols has increased nearly 4-fold to $3.75 billion. Popular protocols like Compound, Maker, Aave, Synthetic, and Curve Finance have seen substantial increase in users since mid-June. The DeFi market has been expanding at such a rapid pace that the Ethereum blockchain network is struggling to keep up. When users utilize DeFi platforms, they need to send data in the form of transactions as well as smart contracts. In most cases, users have to utilize the centralized exchanges to purchase various tokens. Now, in the past month, the Ethereum blockchain network has become overcrowded. As the network clogs, users are required to pay higher gas or transaction fees to process their payments or smart contracts. John Tadero, head in research at the institutional trading platform TradeBlock, said on Twitter that the growth of DeFi would push the price of Ethereum higher in the long term. Here's what he shared. Look back to a report we published in 2019 around the impact of DeFi could have on Ethereum demand. We have not seen that run up in Ethereum price yet, but there is no doubt the rapid growth in demand for DeFi will push Ethereum price higher longer term. And I agree 100%. I mean, there's no denying it. The DeFi craze has also been fueling other submarkets within Ethereum. For example, Set Protocol marketing lead Anthony Sassano pointed out that the weekly DEX volume has increased to 1.5 billion, and other key markets within Ethereum have started to set new all-time highs on various metrics as a result. In the past year, the total value locked in DeFi protocols has risen from 500 million to literally $3.4 billion. Sassano explained that it shows exponential growth in a short period. He noted there was 3 billion locked in DeFi just 2 days ago, which means that 400 million has entered the system since then. It took DeFi 18 months to go from 0 to 400 million for the first time. So we're talking about exponential growth. I'm going to repeat this because this is massive. There was $3 billion locked in DeFi just 2 days ago, which means a $400 million increase has entered the system since then. It took DeFi from its inception 18 months to go from 0 to 400 million for the first time. As you can see, this is massive demand for the DeFi market. Now, reason number 2 on why Ethereum is so bullish right now is Ethereum 2.0 with rising options and spot demand. Now, there is an article that CoinDesk released I covered in greater detail in yesterday's episode. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. It's called Ethereum 2.0, how it works and why it works. I'll include this report in the show notes below the video so you can can reference it for yourself. And in today's show, I'm going to be giving you some of the highlights that were announced here and what we need to look out for. The release date is later on this year. However, let's also keep in mind that release dates don't always go to plan, and it just is what it is at the end of the day. So keep that in mind. All right, so especially since the beginning of the second quarter of this year, the Ethereum market has seen high options and spot demands. Previous rallies have been led by futures markets. The funding rate of Ether during February 2020 peak was hovering at 0.2% on BitMEX. That means the long holders had to incentivize short holders with substantial fees due to the market imbalance. Now, during the recent rally, the funding rate of Ether future contracts stayed relatively low, despite a 30% increase in the past 5 days. Holy moly. The funding rate of Ethereum on BitMEX is well below 0.2%. It's likely due to the spot and options market playing a big role into Ethereum's ongoing rally. Now, on July 24th, the Deribit team said it has reached a record high for Ethereum options volume and open interest. Deribit accounts for 93% of the Ether market options. In terms of open interest tweeting, we have a new record high for Ethereum options volume and open interest with the peak 24-hour volume of $49 million. The Deribit Ethereum options OI sits at $241 million and currently 93% of the global Ethereum market share. Now, sentiment researchers also noted that Ethereum does not have room for additional growth relative to the performance of leading altcoins. Cryptos like Chainlink, which recently reached all-time high close to $9, reaching price discovery mode, significantly outperforming the top crypto assets, possibly due to the lack of involvement of the futures market in the Ethereum rally. Now, some analysts see room for a bigger rally for Ethereum. Sentiment stated on Twitter, the top 100 market cap blockchains in the past 30 days shows that Ethereum still has a long way to go to catch up to most other altcoins. This is a positive sign for current Ethereum holders, currently 16.3% in the last 30 days versus the average top 100% return of 32.7%. Now, in the longer term, Ethereum 2.0 could act as a newfound catalyst, especially as Ether approaches quarter 4 of 2020. Earlier this week, Ethereum developers led by fork coordinator Afri Shoden said that the official testnet launch of Ethereum 2.0 would begin on August 4th, which is right around the corner. Now, the first phase of Ethereum 2.0 is called the Beacon Chain. For it to be activated or launched, developers need to develop testnets to mimic the conditions of the Beacon Chain. Stable and long-term testnets are necessary to ensure a seamless launch of Ethereum 2.0. Shoden wrote on GitHub, the Mandala testnet is expected to be the final testnet before the mainnet launch. As Shoden said, before such mainnet can be launched, we need testnets that mimic mainnet conditions as good as possible. This requires us to have stable, long-term, and persistent testnets up and running that are supported by not only one client, but multiple clients, ideally all clients. Now, positive progress on Ether 2.0, specifically on the Mandala testnet, could further boost the sentiment around Ether in the coming months. A confluence of rapidly growing DeFi market and growing demand on the spot and options market, combined with Ethereum 2.0 hype, appears to be fueling a strong Ethereum rally. Now, if you are bullish on Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, let me know in the comments right down below where you think the future price of Ethereum is likely to go. I would not be surprised if Ethereum continues climbing and marching towards $400 and even $500 this year. That's my 2 Satoshis, and I'm sticking to it. All right, now I want to actually take a look at the top DeFi tokens by market cap. And before I do so and we end the show with this, I first want to remind you to click the show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 490 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. We're fast approaching 10,000 subscribers, and I greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to smash the subscribe button right below this video or visit the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes, and yes, I am very active on Twitter. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, You already know Crypto Telegram is popping. I do have a Crypto Telegram chat. To join it, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now taking a look at the top DeFi tokens by market cap. Chainlink is obviously the clear leader, currently trading just above $7.19. We recently reached almost as high as $9. Let's actually take a look at this project. Just about a week ago, we reached price discovery mode, surpassing $5, which ultimately means reaching an all-time high, and who knows where the price is likely to go from here. I say this often here on the show. I personally feel that Chainlink and Ethereum are amongst the most undervalued altcoins in the entire market, hence meaning I'm extremely bullish on Chainlink as well as Ethereum. Not only Bitcoin, I feel there's room for growth in much of the altcoin market, not just the king. Even though I would consider myself a Bitcoin maximalist, I'm not stupid. I understand the demand. I understand the need for oracles and projects like Chainlink to be able to perform what the smart contracts need to be able to do for decentralized finance at the end of the day. But check this out. The market cap for Chainlink is currently $2.5 billion with 657 million in volume in the past 24 hours, and the circulating supply is 350 million. There could only ever be a billion link, and as we can see on this graph, this is one sexy looking chart. You can say that again. And the all-time high, check this out, $8.80. This was set back on July 16th. So this coin in particular is looking extremely bullish, and it's also considered the missing link of the blockchain, and it's obviously leading the race as the fastest horse in the race with a $2.5 billion market cap. Right below that, number 2, we have Ample Fourth, which is up 1% for the day, trading at $2.50. Then we have Maker with a $519 million market cap, Compound $363 million market cap, Aave $338 million, and DAI, which is a stable coin, at $280 million. DeFi market is no joke. This is going to continue to explode, and a major factor on why Ethereum continues to soar. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, be sure to smash that link right below the video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to connecting with you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.